A thumping win for India by 7 wickets with 43 balls to spare in Brendan McCullum's first game as England's white ball head coach. Here are your takeaways. Well, a new coach, but similar problems for England. If you think back to the last T20 international that these two teams played, it was at last year's T20 World Cup in Guyana. Then India's spinners combined to take 6 for 58 in their 11 overs. Today it was a pretty familiar tale with Varun Chakravarti, Ravi Bishnoi and Axar Patel taking 5 for 67 in 12 overs between them. England's techniques against the turning ball under scrutiny. And in particular, you'd have to say that their inexperience in Indian conditions in several cases showed. Obviously, some of their players have played in the IPL, but Josh Buttler has more appearances in that tournament than the rest of the top 6 put together, and it very much showed with their inability to combat the spin. It was Buttler or bust for England. He, their captain, top scored with 68 off 44 balls in a role at number 3, which he started in the Caribbean before Christmas against West Indies. But the rest of their batting lineup managed 53 runs between them off the bat, plus 11 extras, helping them scrape up to 132. That was never going to be enough at what is renowned as a pretty good batting venue, especially in last year's IPL. And England's middle order, there's going to be questions about how they rotated the strike in particular. Buttler only faced 20 balls in the period between the end of the power play and the end of the 16th over, which is 1/3 of the balls that England faced in that time. That's clearly not enough, and England need to work out a way to get a set batter on strike in a similar scenario if it comes up later in the series, for example, at the weekend in Chennai, which is likely to be another spinning pitch. England will have to reflect on whether they got their selection right in this first T20 international. They announced their team more than 24 hours before the toss and appeared to have misread the surface really with the balance of the attack that they fielded, with 4 genuine pace options, all right arm, and by the time they introduced spin into the attack in the 8th over, the game was pretty much over as a contest with the required rate for India down at around 5. There were some good signs with the ball, and Mark Wood hitting 155 kilometres an hour and Jofra Archer bowling a quick spell of 4 overs off the reel. But there does seem to be a gap in the England side in terms of a finger spinner since Moeen Ali retired, and they might want to consider bringing Rayan Ahmed, their second frontline spin option, in for the second T20 at the Chepauk.